See, I like turning my dish around a few times to see like
You gotta see where the best part is.
what's the best entry point here. And it's like,
I'm very, very happy.
oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Jenna Ortega.
And I'm Luis Guzman.
I play Wednesday Addams in the series Wednesday on Netflix.
And I play her dad, Gomez. My little death trap. Seeing you in this uniform brings back so many terrible memories, doesn't it, Tish?
Yes.
I'm so excited to share this meal with my TV daughter while we catch up about the show and our culture. So Jenna, you're half Puerto Rican, half Mexican, and I hear you bought some of your favorite tacos.
This is something that was a huge deal in my house growing up. It was something that we did for every holiday. It was really, really special. It was something that we kind of did together. I'm also vegetarian, so I've got a bean mix.
What was your part in the whole cooking process?
I think I make the best guac in my family. I love avocados. I'm very passionate about it. I think the secret is a lot of lime.
Okay, here we go. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that.
And yeah, sometimes you'd make it for like your siblings after school before they went to games or soccer.
Now tell me about this guy.
The simple term for him, I think, is germ. And he's Puerto Rican as well.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, and he just wanted to come and watch. You do what the man says.
So Jenna, I want to ask you how special it is for you as a Latina to play a Latina.
I think it's pretty special for me just because growing up I didn't have a lot of representation on screen. I remember for my 5th birthday I actually asked my mom for a box of blonde hair dye because I wanted to dye my hair blonde so that I could look like Cinderella. If you don't have someone that you could relate to on screen or somebody that's telling your story, it can be very discouraging. To take someone like Wednesday who has such a large platform, I think it's really important for not only everyone to see it, but then also for young girls out there like me that just want to be seen.
I'm so proud of you for saying that.
I know I'm stubborn, single-minded, and obsessive. But those are all traits of great writers. Yes, and serial killers.
What did you find most challenging about Wednesday?
Maybe her emotional arc. She doesn't show a lot of emotion, and I know people are really peculiar about that, and it's really hard when you take such a nostalgic character for people and do something else. So I think that I kind of had to do a good balance of keeping traits that people know and love about Wednesday from the 90s, but then also slowly introducing new reactions or new emotions or a different side because, you know, with the show, when you're spending 8 hours with a character, there has to be some sort of dimension. A character's not going to grow if they're one note the entire time. So you had to be able to switch it up and know when it was right to do it and when it was wrong.
Pugsley, you're soft and weak. You'll never survive without me.
In the filming of Wednesday, what was your fondest memory?
Shooting with you.
Ah, yeah!
I also really, really loved any time that there was a big cast around because a lot of the show is like me just speaking with things. So it's nice to interact and play off of other people. And you like to improvise, you're doing all sorts of things, and that keeps it exciting, and I feel like oftentimes you get the best result that way.
I'm proud to hear that.
Since you've abandoned me here, I've been hunted, haunted, and the target of an attempted murder.
Ah, nevermore, I love you so.
So Luis,
Yes?
you're a proud Puerto Rican.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a favorite dish, and is it the one that's sitting in front of us now?
It most likely is the one sitting in front of us is arroz con habichuela, rice and beans. I got pork chop here, and I got what's called amarillos, which are like yellow bananas fried up.
Love. I'm gonna try it.
Ooh. See, I like turning my dish around a few times to see like
You gotta see where the best part is.
what's the best entry point here. And I'm gonna go right here and just see. And it's like,
I'm very, very happy.
oh yeah. There she is. Oh, how we miss those accusing eyes and youthful sneer.
So Luis, you're a legend in Hollywood. How would you say that Gomez, where would you rank him in your career?
Oh man, I would rank Gomez at this point in my top 3.
Really?
Yeah, because, you know, I grew up as a kid watching The Addams Family. And then I saw the movie, and it had Raul Julia, who's also Boricua. And to get that call that day from Tim Burton and say, would you be Gomez? I still get goosebumps, but it's like something that you grew up with, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, you're there doing it. But really what I loved about it, besides just being Gomez, this was written so well for us. I was just so proud to be this Gomez character.
What did you intentionally bring to this role to make it your own?
Just being very loving, very passionate, very caring. Because I think that's a big part of Gomez. He's not just this funny guy, you know? He's a very loving individual. Fret not, my plum-neck Cupid. I'm sure she's dying to see us.
One of the most admirable qualities about the Addams family, or why so many people love them so much, is because they're the healthiest family in America. They're very, very close, and they care about each other a lot, and though they bully each other and push each other around, it's very clear that they would do anything for each other. And I also feel like that's very similar to Latin families.
Yeah.
Me and my family, we talked so much trash, but if someone was gonna say something to my brother during recess, all of us would kind of line up and gang up, and we're ready to
Yeah, it's like,
ready to
wait,
go. Yeah.
what you say? Say that again. See what happens.
Yeah, family is everything.
Yeah.
And I think, the Addams feel the same way.
As much as that stings, gracias, my little death trap. Mwah.
I think it was really cool that Netflix made it a point to cast Latinos, and they kind of weren't having it any other way, which
That's
is
right.
really, really important.
Yeah, no, it's really important because I think that we as Latinos, we are a big driving force in the entertainment industry, and I think it's more important, more than ever, that we as artists get more exposure. Because we don't only watch novelas, people,
That part.
right?
But we do that too. We shot a lot together.
Yes.
Is there a scene of ours that stood out to you, or you look back on really fondly?
The scene when we were in the car and your mother and I were singing.
You guys killed that. And it was also one of the first things that we did together.
That's right. You were so spot on because it was like we were pretty dreadful singing the song, but it was just so much love between your mom and I. And
Yeah. You guys were very passionate.
You guys are making me nauseous.
Not in a good way.
So you've been in the industry for a very long time. Do you have any advice for me?
like I always say to people, say to you, stay humble because that just shows the worthiness of your character and who you are.
Very wise words.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Thanks for being my taste bud buddy today.
Anytime.
That was great.
Literally call me whenever. Let us know in the comments what you'll be eating while you watch Wednesday, which is now on Netflix.
And if you want, please send us your recipes.
That part.